Back for another episode. We missed it last week. Man, run up and down. We couldn't get the pod in, but we're back. We're back this week.
Biggity back.
Back once again.
We even have the music back. I can hear it this time.
Back once again.
The last episode I had to just drop it in, yo. Insert.
Once again.
I see Vern. I see you're wearing that WNBA shirt. You want some of that $5 million for Caitlin? You want some of that $5 million to go play in the Big Three, eh?
Before we even jump into the action, I have to give a shout out to women's basketball. Yeah, women's basketball is on the forefront right now. I don't know if you know, Puff, you've been paying attention. NCAA March Madness has been out.
Especially NCAA. Especially NCAA.
And you know what is garnering all the attention? The women's tournament. Now, these players, Puff, these are some high-end players. These players, WNBA, if you're smart, when you get these players, you're getting at least 2 of them next year. Or 3. You better do something with this. You better capitalize. Because right now, tonight, oh my goodness. If you miss tonight, Monday, the final, the Elite 8 games, if you miss that, you're in problems. Because you're going to see there's Caitlin Clark. There's, what's the name, yo? Flau'jae Johnson. The Bayou Barbie from LSU. The rematch of last year's finals. Right, and then in the other one you have freshman Juju Watkins. Woo, she is lethal. And Paige,
I ain't
lethal.
her friend.
Lethal.
I only know like one.
Gotta give a shout out to the women, yo. But yeah, let's jump into it.
So I don't even know if we need to take time to talk about the Raptors. The Raptors, they're doing what they need to be doing right now. That is losing basketball games. They're right now on a 13-game losing streak. Puff applauds because hopefully we get to keep our pick for trading away something. I don't know why you trade and try to move. And anyways.
See, Puff, I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say, of course, you have to talk about the Raptors because you have to commend them on their 13-game losing streak, and you talked about it.
Bravo.
So we should keep our pick.
Bravo for getting
which is good, right? You know, I'll take a top 5, top 6. You could find something up there, a nice rotational guy, you know, so Raptors, keep doing what you're doing.
But the good thing right now, what is really good, and I like that the rookies, some of the young men, Grady Dix gets to get some run, and them man get to get some real playing time and quality minutes playing against good competition. So hopefully that kind of translates to next year, and they play better next year, and they're bigger impact on the team next year when the starters actually come back and play.
Yeah, and what this shows you, though, this is the perfect for that, right? Injuries. You know, guys leaving for personal reasons. This just now gives you to sit back and say, okay, I know who I have as my starters, as my core. What do we have from these young men that we could bring back next year? We know Grady Dick is saying, yo, I'm going to be a solid role bench guy. I'm going to give you some minutes off the bench.
Well,
right now you see what you have with the other guys.
You could be starting.
How you mean?
You could easily be starting.
How you mean? Right,
especially
so now
if he's shooting well.
The Indiana guy,
yeah, he could be.
Yeah, the guy that we got from Indiana. How you seeing?
That guy.
The guy that we got with the Kelly Olynyk. How are you doing? Are you guys gonna round out a nice little bench? Do we have a nice core coming back with our picks? So it's I like seeing this. The young men them get a run.
Honestly, where they are right now, the squad they have, kind of projecting to next year, I see them being a 4 or 5 seed, but at least like a 6 seed. But we'll see. But they have to win. They have to play.
Yes.
Because we always talk about at the beginning of this year, they say, these men they should get the playoffs. But I don't know. Like there's something missing. Hopefully they found that missing piece. I know they moved around some guys. They made certain people a bigger focus on the offense. I hope. I just hope. Next year we have something to cheer for other than losses.
Yeah. No, man. I think with the shakeup, with this rebuild on the go, I think we're going to find what we were missing, right? We're gonna find because once we lost Kawhi in that deal, right? We start to fall in the funk, right? Or then the bubble.
We were
came
still a good team. We're a playoff team, but we couldn't win.
But what happened? Okay, something happened with the year that we finished 5th in Scotty's rookie year. Something happened then, because after that, the formula was starting to solve.
What it was, I think, is like everybody was pushing Scotty is the best thing. Even the GM,
Yeah.
even Masai was saying, "Oh, we won because we got Scotty rookie of the year." So I think it was more about Scotty, but then there's the old heads on the team that we're champions. Like you can't be pushing to this young man. This young man still has a lot to learn. Well, we're the champs. So I think that's one of the reasons why they had to change the coaching. Because the coach, they set the foundation of how they're going to move, how they're going to play as a team. And I don't know if there was that translation to the new guard or Scotty Barnes to take the ball, or like Fred VanVleet saying, "No, man, I'm the head of this team. I'm the coach on the court. It has to go through me." It could have been something like that,
Yeah, but again, like I can't wrong maybe the messaging by the organization, but I can't wrong the movement of that organization.
But there's something wrong to say, and it was in the locker room. Because even remember when Nick Nurse left? Nick Nurse says, like, you're going to try to win with that team? And he was kind of hinting at something. There's something wrong.
Yeah. But once you start coming like that, you're going to have to go. We'll start over. Yeah. All right. We'll find the formula again. And what they have right now in the young talent, I can see that young core growing.
It looks good.
It looks good. It's promising.
We just want to see wins. Not this year, but next year. Not this year.
Exactly.
Next year.
Now you start to get the other pieces. Okay, all right. Start round out the position, bench players, plugging in here and there. So we're gonna have some high draft players, high talented players, hopefully high IQ players. That's gonna help us.
That all depends if they draft well.
Yeah. They have a history of drafting well. So we'll see. They have a history of drafting well. So hopefully keep that going.
Malachi Flynn.
Yeah, those are late draft
over Desmond Bain.
Hit or miss.
Scotty Barnes is a good one, but Jalen.
Yeah, Pascal was a great one.
Not a bad one. Still,
Pascal and OG were great ones too. We have a good record.
Hopefully, because there's a lot of people they draft. And they draft the wrong one, thinking, "Oh yeah, these guys they're gonna be."
Don't worry.
And they're like, "Oh,
there's some solid guys out there." Let's do it.
Hopefully. But anyway, that's enough for the Raptors. We're already talking about next year because they're done with this year. They need to lose all the rest of their games. I think they have eight more to go.
Before we transition, Raptors are officially eliminated from the playoffs.
Hallelujah, Jesus! Yes. Hallelujah.
This is us cheering for high draft pick. Now, Puff, let's go around the league. There's so much around the league.
Oh,
we
man.
missed so much, and there's so much is happening.
I think the biggest thing right now, coming down to the last 8 games of the season, is the Western Conference.
The Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West.
Not even just a specific team. It's like almost all of the teams. Like it's almost like 6 through 10.
To 10.
Oh, man.
To 9.
Yeah, you don't know where they're going to end up. And then the matchups, the Lakers are still trying to get into the 7-8 seed. Golden State's
they're half a game behind the Suns.
Golden State's still trying to stay in the play-in tournament. They're 2 games up on Houston. Houston been balling. Houston won like 11 straight. I think they lost. Yeah, so it's exciting. It's exciting. Dallas is moving up.
Fred, look.
Dallas was all the way down in 8th. Now they're in 6th.
5th. I just
checked. They're 5th. Wow.
They passed New Orleans.
They're moving. So Dallas has been balling out of control. Houston's been balling. Phoenix has been slipping. Lakers have been like edging a bit, win, lose. When they,
Phoenix been free falling. The Clippers I thought was gonna slip, but they're maintaining. But I don't trust them in the playoffs.
They've been slipping though since Westbrook mashed up his hand and broke his hand and been out.
They realized
that it's a big gap. That's what it was when Westbrook was playing well. They couldn't lose.
No,
now all of a sudden Westbrook's out. They're like, oh, that might not be a big thing. But
what
it is.
What does that prove though? What does that show you? Westbrook being out though.
Yeah, they need
Who is the leader on that team? The alpha.
I wouldn't say he's the leader on the team. It's just that when the starters come off, there's an issue.
Puff,
like they have no bench. They're not running bench.
Right? Remember when Kawhi was in Toronto? Who was the dog? Lowry, right? True. He doesn't say nothing in LA. Paul George already come out and say he's not a leader. Like all these guys. So
you're right.
Remember they're going on that win streak? Westbrook, yes, he wasn't scoring, but he was that voice.
Vern, you have a very good point.
He was pushing the pace.
I see there's a lot of issues on that team. We all know Kawhi is the best player on the team, but if you watch the team, Kawhi's not getting along most of the touches.
No.
It's going through Paul George, which I find is odd. I think Kawhi needs to get way more touches. And then when you look at like their point guard in Harding is not like a setup man.
No,
he's not like a Van Vliet
he
or
gets
a
assists,
Freddie
but he's not going
or
to get in there,
somebody
draw
to
people,
set
and then,
people up.
yeah.
Like, he's not that kind of point guard. Westbrook
No.
is that kind of point guard. He's like, I'm not necessarily going to score, but I'll get you the ball where you need the ball. So, but
I think
you're right.
His voice,
Westbrook could
his
be
voice there,
that missing piece.
Tyronn Luke came out and said, "Oh, we don't have identity. We're soft." Like, you know what I mean? You need that. Westbrook had that voice, I feel. And since Westbrook has been missing, they've been off.
But I did notice since Westbrook went out, look at their record. It's not as nice before Westbrook went out. And I didn't think that would be such a big loss on their team.
Right?
Because you look at teams like Minnesota. Minnesota's still playing well without Cat. They're still playing without Cat. Imagine with Cat in that lineup. Jeez, they would be for sure number one. Like OKC, they're not dealing with any injuries. Denver's not really dealing with any injuries. So Minnesota missing Cat is big. LA missing Westbrook is huge.
It's big.
And if you move on to the East now, 76ers has been free falling without Embiid.
Without Embiid,
they need him back. The Knicks have been playing pretty well without Randall and OG, but coming toward the playoff.
They've lost some games. I'm like,
The Knicks?
Yeah. How you gonna lose to the Spurs? Brunson give you 61.
No, but the other thing now, you look at the Spurs. The Spurs are looking a lot better than they did earlier in the season. They're beating some teams that I didn't think they would beat. They're beating Phoenix. I was surprised.
What's his name? Victor V-Dub. That man is averaging, right?
Inspector Gadget.
Around 20 something points a game, right? Just say around 20 points a game. Guess how much minutes the man's playing?
He's only playing like 21, 24 maybe. Or...
25. This guy is ridiculous. Jeez. How are you averaging like 20 and playing like 20,
honestly,
25, 27 minutes?
I think this guy should win Defensive Player of the Year.
I told you. See that? I told you.
You're right. When I'm looking at his numbers, I think the reason they're not going to give it to him because they know it's his rookie season and he's going to be winning a lot of them. And they see that
exactly.
Already. And I think that's why he had that comment. Is like, yeah, Rudy Gobert should win this year.
You could have it this year.
But after this year, it's not his no more.
It's mine. It's mine. So, no, I'm telling you.
Interesting. The numbers he has in his rookie season,
it's ridiculous.
It's better than anything in the league. It's better than
even better than LeBron.
Oh my God. It's better than the last 10 defensive players of the year?
Yo, Puff, I saw a stat that showed LeBron. It said LeBron averaged in his rookie year around 20, but he played 36 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Dude is 25.
Yeah. But Vern, it makes it a lot easier when you're 7'6" and you
7'5",
stand by the rim and they just throw it. Nobody could get it. Like when the guy jumps, it doesn't even look like he's jumping. It's dirty.
I know.
Dirty. Then
and when he tries to jump, if he tries to jump, you're not getting that ball.
I like what Pop is doing. I think Pop is bringing him in slowly, not burning him out in the years they know they can't win nothing. So he's trying to build the team around him while he learns, and then I think he has another Tim Duncan, David Robinson on his hand, but he's better than both of them, I think.
My only critique with the Spurs is if you watch the Spurs game, there's a lot of times Wemby's open and these men don't want to give him the ball. If Wemby ducking in the post, they don't want to give him the ball. Spurs, you gotta stop that. It's gonna change soon, but you gotta stop that, man.
No, what it is that Shohan guy. I don't rate him. Yeah, he's not again point guard. Like I know exactly what you're saying. There's enough time. You have Wemby on the court. Your eyes should always be on him, ready to pass. Just like if it's Steph on Golden State. If Steph is open, there's not one man on the team not passing him the ball. Nobody, because that is your asset. That's your advantage on the other team. Ooh. There's enough time they're not watching Wemby like that. I've seen a few times. That Shohan guy, I don't know if he's a true point guard. I don't think he's a true point guard.
Oh man! So what else out east are you seeing? Because we veer off the east because the east really it's all right.
The East is just interesting. While we were talking about the West, because the first place to ninth, they're only the ninth place is only 10 games behind first place.
Yep.
In the East, the first and second is a 11 game gap between Boston and Milwaukee. So it's like
the Lakers have a better record than the fourth or fifth seed in the East.
Right, I know. It's like the top seed, and then the next 3 seeds are in a pack, and then the next 2 seeds are
is in a pack. Yeah, because if you look out west, OKC, Minnesota, Denver, they're all tied.
They're all in the top. They're the top
they're all
echelon.
The same record, right?
And then below, maybe
so
3 games behind that is another a few teams.
Right?
What is it?
Then the Clippers and Dallas is right behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind Denver is the Clippers, Dallas.
Yeah, LA Clippers, Dallas, New Orleans.
And then Sacramento.
2 games after that, you Sac, Phoenix, LA, and then Golden State. They're all like
Golden State, right?
All close behind. They're all close.
Whoa, I love it. It's gonna be crazy. I just want the
close.
Lakers to get up in the 8. I don't know, man. I don't know if the Lakers could win 2. They won 2 last year, but I don't know.
I think that's what they're fighting for. But there's games that they shouldn't. They're losing to Sacramento. They can't beat. They can't beat. They're losing to Indiana. There's teams they need to be beating if they feel say they're on the level to win the championship this year. And everybody's talking about
Phoenix could be had. Phoenix is slipping. And man, listen, man. The way Braun looked that day looks like Braun is ready to. It's starting to oil up. Playoff mode.
Vern, but can you understand it? LeBron is playing good, almost out of his mind at his age. Then AD is playing amazing. There's no street clothes talk. Oh, injury cat. No, that man is averaging 20 points a game, and there's enough games he's getting 20 rebounds. So he's averaging a double-double, like consistent.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with the rest of their team? I don't understand.
Nah, they've been playing a little bit better though.
Yeah.
D'Lo's been more consistent.
Reeves. I think it could be some of those men that are injured. Like, they have a lot of defensive players that are injured.
They're finally, I think, healthy now because I saw Gabe Vincent play for the first time. Right, so Vando's coming back, but Rui's been playing good. Hachimura's been playing good. Russell has been more consistent, right? Even the games that they play without LeBron and box up that squad, you could see like they're starting to round. They're gonna be a problem. They're gonna be a problem. They're gonna be a hard out.
Yeah,
I don't know how far they're gonna go, but they're gonna be a hard out. I'm sorry for either OKC or Minnesota. Man, Minnesota, you're a little bit tested, but you haven't won a playoff series. But it's gonna be hard, man.
The West, oh my God, it's gonna be
a problem.
But as I say that about the Lakers, their last game when they beat Brooklyn, guess how much bench points they got?
2.
Exactly, 2 points. Can you believe that? I never see a stat like that. Come on, brother. The only people that scored is their starting 5. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
I think that's the issue why they keep on losing because it's like. You can't play LeBron the whole game, every game. You can't play AD the whole game, every game. So there's other men that have to come on and contribute.
Yeah.
How is the bench only getting 2 points? I saw that. I was like, is that a typo? I had to check that 2-3 times. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah. That's something they got to improve. But, man, I would have to switch up the team that I think could make some noise because those boys in Dallas, boy, I don't know. Kyrie, you got the new boot. I see you catching lobs. I see you and Luka showing out. I saw that scoop shot from like almost 3-point line. Luka throwing on man's head.
Every game, every season, every game in the Western playoffs, every matchup is gonna be sick. Every one of them, from first round, even from the play-in tournament, first round, it's gonna be sick.
Even from the play-in,
it's gonna be sick. And honestly, out of all of the teams, the only one I could say for sure going second round, maybe probably finals, is Denver.
It's Denver. That's the only one I can say.
Denver matchup. Denver just has it like that. They're champions. They've been through it. They're playing nice. It's just Denver, the only one.
Yeah.
Like even OKC and Minnesota, even though they're 1-2-3.
Nah, those like
they still have a chance of losing.
Tested yet.
OKC again is young, even though they're very talented and good.
Minnesota's got the taste of the playoffs, but they haven't gone anywhere.
And then they're missing their second best player.
Right.
So the only team I for sure is gonna be Denver going through. All the rest of them, all of them, they're 1-9. Every other team they have a chance of losing in the first round, which is very interesting.
I gotta say it's about the East. You need to step in your game in the playoffs because we're here talking about the West and the East. Everyone's like,
the West is exciting. The East ain't gonna get excited until semifinals or finals because Boston gonna dust out all of them. Boston's going to the finals. Boston's going to be in the Eastern Conference
Boston's
finals.
Boston's the only
guaranteed.
Team that is solid that you look at top to bottom and be like, all right, I have faith in them.
And bench.
Yeah. Everybody else, I'm like, nah. Milwaukee, nuh-uh.
When you have a man like Pritchard on your bench that you barely play, but you still sign him back to a big contract because you know he's wicked and he doesn't even get run. That man's bad.
Yeah.
That guy will start on other teams.
So
Boston's
man, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. The last few games, you're just watching the race The race, so who's gonna finish where and what the match was gonna be.
It's the positioning right now, yo. It's jockeying for position. Yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the play-in tournament.
Mm-hmm.
That's always exciting. But it looks like it might be Lakers and Golden State again. Like last year.
I know. Now I think the Lakers are gonna make a little push, yo. Phoenix, I don't believe in Phoenix. I don't believe in Phoenix. But they're half a game behind Phoenix.
Yeah, and they have about 8 games. No, I think they're
8
2
games left.
Actually, no, they're half a game. You're right.
Nah, they're half a game behind Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Half a game. But we'll see. Because the Lakers been losing games that they should win.
They shouldn't be losing.
They should win. So I have a feeling they may end up right where they are. I don't know if they're going anywhere else. I don't know.
Well, we shall see.
We shall see.
We shall see.
But I do want the Lakers to move up one spot, so they only have to win one of 2 to get
one
into the
game,
playoffs.
man. Yeah.
But it's going to be exciting.
Very much
Just
so.
be first round, you could be like Lakers and OKC or Lakers and Minnesota or something crazy like that.
That's what's going to be.
It's going to be nice.
That's what's going to be.
It's gonna be nice. Well, we have to see if the Lakers even get in. But it seems like when the Lakers, when it's a tournament, something to win, they step up and win.
They'll step it up. No, man, I expect it's going to happen just now. It's going to happen just now.
Know what else we should talk about? We should talk about your Buja Bantan.
Listen, you don't want to talk about it.
I didn't want
to talk about it.
The reason why I don't want to talk about it, okay, just rewind it.
That's Nick Nurse's fault.
What's how you pronounce his first name again? Delano Banton. He's from Toronto.
That's Nick Nurse's fault.
He got drafted by the Raptors. The Raptors let him go. Now he's in Portland balling. I guess you could say he's balling out of control because he's averaging
out of
20.
Control.
I don't know if I think he's balling
out of control.
No, I think he's balling.
Look at the numbers.
He's balling
out of control.
He's balling in control. Why I say that? Because it's Portland. They can't win a game. They're garbage. They're trash.
The Portland is like Toronto. Yeah, we get that. But he's doing more. Remember, we saw flashes in Toronto, like 1 or 2 games when he dropped it. Now as soon as he got there, Chauncey gave him the ropes.
Vern,
and he's showing you, Chauncey, I'm gonna be a big part of this team next year.
When they're winning, then I'll say okay. But listen, I don't care. You could be scoring 50. If you're losing, who cares?
What it doesn't matter. It's because what you saying? What you say with the Raptors? Then you see who's going to be there for next year. He's just showing you.
Well, right now,
it would
have been good for him to be on the Raptors. But at the time, he was behind all these other men that he wasn't getting no run.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Nick Nurse but look how when Nick Nurse had Pascal and the guys were still developing, he found a little time to get them in here and there. He dropped the ball on Delano.
I think it was a different motivation for Nick Nurse at that time. He needed to win. He knew his contract's coming up. He needs to win. So it's not. I'm not going to be here develop nobody. I need to win.
If we had Delano on this team, I'd be like, yeah, you're going. But he's been Buja Bantan. I can't lie. I gotta give you props, boy. This is what you do. You go, you get the opportunity, and you seize that. So listen, who was the point guard that you drafted top in the pick? Don't worry about that, man. I'm here. I'm holding you down.
So Vern,
that's exactly what he's doing.
You're saying if Bantu was on Toronto's reaching playoffs right now?
Oh, no. Come on now. That's ridiculous. I'd say it's a better squad that we're building. Calm down.
I thought you said, here we go. Here we go. Like, yes, we're going for the chip.
Calm down.
That's our missing piece. Vern, that's what you sounded like. That's what I heard, Vern. I heard you say he's a missing piece of Toronto.
I'm picking up Buja Bantan, but just he's
that's why I didn't want to talk to. He's going to keep on losing in Portland. Let him just keep on losing in Portland.
It's not about the losing. It's about the developing. You're getting the minutes to develop.
It's not about the losing. It's about the winning, which he's not doing any of.
Right? Watch wait. But they got eliminated long before the Raptors did.
Then they I know they're eliminated, but they could still play.
It's just good to see that he gets the minutes, and you're seeing, right? You're seeing that the man has the talent. You're seeing he's going to be a good rotational player. If we had a man like that on the bench, you remember, right? Not everybody's going to start.
I'm telling you, right now, it'd be good to have him on our team because he knows how to lose.
Productivity.
He knows how to collect those L's.
Off the bench, right? You got to give credit where credit is due.
Yes,
right?
He's getting L's. We do need some losses on our team, so it would have been good if he was on our team now.
Right? All the greats had to lose before you win, my friend. You had to start somewhere.
It's true. So he could come here and lose and make sure we keep our pick. I don't mind that.
Somewhere.
But next year when it's winning time,
the king came, the king lose, the king never win. So same thing.
At least they made the playoffs.
They never made the playoffs in his first year.
Who?
The Kings' first year.
Oh, you're talking about the Kings?
Yeah, I'm talking about LeBron. He lost and they lost. They never made the playoffs. So even the greats lose. So with lose, come your experience, with knowledge, you move forward. That's all I'm saying. Delano, keep doing
you're
your
talking
thing.
like the man is Wemby or somebody.
Keep doing your thing.
You think he's
Delano.
like Wemby?
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I saw flashes in Toronto, but that's why
You
they
only saw
flash
like a
him
couple
out of
games.
Toronto.
Now he's getting consistent minutes, and you're seeing it on a consistent basis. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
That's all
I'll
I'm
keep an
saying.
eye on him for next year. See what happens. When it's time to
That's
win, we'll see what
That's
happens.
all I'm saying.
If he even gets
right?
run. Well, I think the reason why he's getting so much run is Scoot is playing like doo-doo.
Because Scoot, listen, man, he's just showing you. Listen, Scoot, I'm only 1 year in the league. You know what I mean? I'm the second year, buddy. I'm second year. It's cool out. And I didn't get no minutes, so I'm pretty much a rookie too. And I'm showing these man.
He's playing better than Scoot. He's playing better than Scoot
exactly.
for sure.
And that's what I'm saying. He's carving out a spot for himself next year in the rotation. Because they have a couple of young guys, right? That's hurt right now. And he's just showing, I could be counted upon in significant minutes. That's all I'm saying.
We're gonna wrap up the pod soon. You think we should touch on the soap opera for the season? The Milwaukee Bucks.
We don't need to touch on that soap opera. Nah, let them stay where they are. Those man record are solid right now. They don't need it. They need to figure some stuff out before we put them back.
It's gonna be interesting because if they get knocked out first round with Giannis, it's gonna be interesting.
All those things that they did, right? Where everyone's they get it better. The top 5 defense to come back. Imagine those men are 14 and 13 since they took over. They're as worse. The man come out, they lost some salt games, yo. They don't. That's not the pod. Them man, we're not talking about these guys right now. It's so
they sound like the Lakers.
Like,
they sound like the Lakers last year. We don't want to talk about.
Lakers box you guys up in double overtime with no Brad.
I know.
Once again,
after they're up by like 18.
You can't be serious.
In the fourth.
You're not serious. Milwaukee, that's all I got to say, Milwaukee. I was going to come on here and beat you up, But then after I saw those last couple games, you're not serious.
They're not serious at all. Not at all.
Second round dust out.
Second, I say first. I say first. That's a wrap. Until next time. Peace.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Puff and Vern.